Hey everyone, it's Garrison here and welcome back to the channel. So today I am excited because y'all have been blowing me up and hyping me up and letting me know that I should check out Pixy's release of Addicted. So here I am to check out the MV for their newest song, Addicted, also known as Jundok. Now, I have no clue what I'm getting myself into in terms of this particular comeback. I know that it is a comeback because I've been behind the scenes checking out Pixy's works ever since their debut. More specifically, their title tracks, not their B-sides yet. I'm like, okay, I see potential in this girl group. The potential is there, and I felt like I gotta do a Pixy related video at some point. So I feel like I found the right opportunity here with y'all recommending me Pixy's newest comeback here with Addicted. But yeah, I haven't seen the teasers at all. I haven't heard any of the teasers for this comeback at all. So let's just get into it, shall we? All right, Addicted by Pixy. I got the English captions on and all. Let's go. Whoa. Oh. Wow. What a start here. What a verse one. Where's the song going though? Really love how the mood of the song is just very haunting and creepy, I've got to admit. Whoa! What a mix of synths and these horns here. Oh! Hey. I can't believe what I'm hearing and seeing right now, guys. Like, these scenes are just incredible, how everything was shot and all. And all the members are just so eye-catching in their moments. Woo! I just love how this song just, how would I say it? Hold up. Ooh, the strings here and ooh. With these epic drums and strings. Ooh. Ooh. The power notes that they're hitting in this though.
The red moon opens his eye. Now you're addicted. And from now on, I'll be with you and you'll be mine.
That one scene with the eye and like I'm sure one of the members, but the dirt and all. Oh, I'm like, oh, whoa, you know what is going on? I'm sure there's some sort of like storyline and lore. I'm sure there's like a whole series going on. Seeing that this is chapter 3, Temptation, and I think one word is is I'm addicted. Really, I am addicted to this song. Not per se of by any means of this song being catchy, but more so the concept that they have been consistently hitting the right marks and moments in their music videos throughout their releases ever since their debut back, I would say back on right chapter 1, assuming it's going by all these chapters and all. And I think what also gets me addicted in this is just how Pixy themselves deliver themselves. And what I mean by that is how they throw on one hell of a performance. And that's a huge thing that I've noticed throughout until now with Addicted and in their live stages as well. Like, sure, doing a live stage is one thing, but being able to show that in a music video is wicked cool, really. It really is. So yeah, MV was shot really well. I got to say the sets were done really well. The style and the outfits, they looked so cool in this and all. But usually when it comes to songs that really get me going and make me think, I can totally listen to this quote-unquote song. I can totally see myself listening to this song quite a bit or having a lot of replay value to the song. I think what gives this song and holds for its longevity and replay value per se, at least for me, is not really like sort of a typical thing you'd hear in like, oh, the melodies or the hooks really get me or a certain section. But I feel like it's bits and parts that the littlest of details in this that add up for me. I'm saying, sure, some of the sections, obviously, verse 1, if it wasn't clear. Verse 1 was there to really set the mood and tone and how mysterious yet very haunting and creepy this instrumental is, being that creepy atmospheric feel to it. I'm trying to say it really sets the tone and mood of the song. And then of course verse 2 with one of the members that came through like with a rap out of nowhere. I'm like, oh my goodness, I was not ready for this. No way I was ready for this at all. But I think what heavily gets me is how which member goes after another, how they work upon each other. The power notes are being hit. And I think a good amount, I got to give it to the members, is the members are doing quite a bit of the lifting in terms of this instrumental. Now, what I mean by that is there's moments in songs where I feel like, yeah, this is just totally the instrumental that's making it good, or the artists that are making it good, or it's going a hand-in-hand type of thing, neck-and-neck type of thing that is the case. But more, I feel like this is slightly more so driven by Pixy themselves and how they perform in this, and I think performance was key in this one. I don't think anyone can perform a song like this that is very intriguing and very upfront in your face. Not the typical upfront in your face that we've been hearing a lot, like being loud and such like that. But I think in more so in this sort of sing talk chanting kind of manner. I would say more so chanting kind of manner, I'd say, which is a little bit of a drawback. I've got to admit, that's just my slight drawback, is a bit of the chorus and pretty much the hooks in this song. The hooks don't get me there. I think the hooks do its job for what it is, but every other part like lifts it up. I've got to admit, the sections and moments and also the melodies are just, I feel like they do its job. But I can't even imagine for the likes of Pixy in the future for them to have a full-on singing incredible chorus, like not chorus, but a singing type of melody that is very memorable, or hooks that are like punchline P killer. You know what I'm trying to say? I feel like it's gonna when that day happens, I'm gonna go crazy for it, and it's probably gonna be by far my favorite Pixie song. But with that being said, Addicted here is so far my favorite song by Pixie themselves. So I gotta give it to them. They topped themselves. They definitely did. Ever since they debuted, I'm like, okay, I see what you're putting down, Pixie. And I'm like, okay. And I'm just waiting for that comeback. And this is that comeback right here with Addicted. And I'm sure, hopefully though, it's gonna continue onto that track where Pixie will release like a 10 out of 10 song, at least for me. And I think that being said, this is like a really good 8.5 to 9-ish area in terms of production wise of the song. Before I was like really on the line, like a 7.58 when it came down to Pixie's music, and that was just due to longevity of their title tracks. Of I don't know, the screaming is not really doing it for me. It's when it comes to screaming like that, I can't really have a song like that kept on repeat and throughout the playlist and stuff in the loop, like a once per day listen type of thing. But I can totally see myself listening to this. So I gotta commend their label. I gotta commend the production team. It seems like that was but behind this song, and have been behind Pixie in terms of their discography, because I feel like I've been hearing that despite not seeing their track listings at all. There's a lot of consistency in terms of the production and how everything is done. But yeah, I think this was really strong comeback with Addicted. I loved how they had a mix of trap in there quite heavily, especially during the rap verses that were put in this. But what I didn't get to before we get into this MV again is that the little stub details that I'm talking about is in the bridge into the final chorus. The airy vocals that are background airy vocals add so much to the song. I've got to admit, the percussion instruments though, oof, the resonating percussion instruments add a lot to the mix, which was evidently shown in the bridge for sure. It became more apparent at the end of by the time, not the end of the day, but by the time we hit that section in the song. And I really love the synths. Synths, the combination of the synths being warped with some hip-hop elements and trap elements. Really good mix of genres and instruments and elements at the end of the day. And I can't even imagine too, like, what if we got like a full-on sung kind of melodies, or a crazy killer hook with a combination of more orchestral instruments in a future song by Pixie. Then if that ever happened, I'm like, whoa, this is easily a 10 out of 10 if done in the right kind of arrangement. But yeah, really good release. I'm gonna have to bring up the MV here, guys, because there's still a lot more to talk about and a lot more to really identify, because I'm sure I missed some elements and instruments upon first listen here. So second time we're going in here. I love the vertical lights here. I can't believe I didn't notice this. I was like looking around, okay, what's gonna happen? But then I'm like, oh, whoa. Now, I've got to admit, verse 1, the intro verse and verse 1 that really sets the mood to the song has to be hands down one of my favorite parts and moments in the song. It sets it in this pulsating kind of beat, like, and then it makes it feel so thrilling almost, you know what I'm trying to say, which works so well with the concept and how Pixy themselves deliver in this song, deliver themselves and project their vocals and rap as well, and the chanting and stuff like that. But like verse 1, oh my goodness, chef's kiss, so good. The two members here, I'm gonna have to figure out, like, especially this member, I'm gonna have to figure out names after this. Okay, yay. So memorable. This is what I'm saying. Like, I stress this a lot when it comes to good songs, is how members in a group project themselves. And I feel like I get this kind of sense with Pixy. I feel like you're gonna have to expect something, like, sure, the consistency of their concepts, but quite noisy instrumentals in terms of production. But what makes it work is how the members of Pixy can project themselves and pierce through, use their voices and pierce through these quite intricate and noisy instrumentals that are set up for them, right? This hallway was so cool, just closing in. I'm not okay, yay, hey. Very, I wouldn't say angelic like. I don't think that's the right description for this, but this moment is quite ethereal. It elevates here. It's elevating and elevating in this pre-chorus here. It draws me in a lot, and this is another moment in the song that I really love. I really love the pre-chorus to the song, like when we first hear it. And sure, the pulsating, mysterious yet haunting, spooky, atmospheric instrumental is mostly felt in the intro and verse 1 to the song, but in the pre-chorus, as we're building up with these epic, like, symphony drums or epic drums going on here to build up for the drop. Oh my goodness, I love how that resonating, pulsating feel is still in the crooks and crannies of this song, even though it's not evident anymore as the song progresses, right? See, it's back here. Build up. Hit us with the warping of the bass, add in some synths, and hit on that drop there. As you can tell, the horns, like, ooh, love the drop to the song. And like the electric drum kit working this too. The choreo though, so good. Look at their expressions throughout these scenes and in the choreo work. When I hear a good verse 2, I know I gotta point it out every time, and I'm so glad that's the case in Pixy's Addicted here. This was really genius to come through with another rap moment in this song in verse 2 here. Ooh. That bass drop, and then I just want your love. Oh, that is fire. That is fire, really. I want to listen to that again. Come on. See, it's not just about projecting vocals. I think projecting your voice when it comes to rapping is important as well. It really is, and that is sort of a hand-in-hand thing that you must do when it comes to flow. You see okay, this is where I'm gonna point it out. This is where it's most evident, right? The airy background vocals right here. It's in the back. Not too evident, but it's there in the back. Oh my, it adds so much to the song. Loving that stare. These stares throughout these scenes. The attitude that they bring in this. There's the warping of the bass with the synths. Woo! Loading up the rifle or gun there, sampling. Now this bridge, okay? I don't want to like gas things up or anything by any means, but this bridge has to be the best bridge by Pixy, and it's not like the best bridge that I've ever heard this year or like of all time, but this bridge does more than its job for the song. Okay, like sure, maybe the hooks don't go far and beyond, the melodies don't go far beyond, but this is certainly a memorable bridge, everyone. How the transition happens here into the bridge is just so cool when you try to hone into it here. This was so cool with this member again. The transformation, and then the little breakdown here. The striking of the piano coming through here with these string instruments. And this was cool too. This is what I mentioned earlier of the pulsating feel to this song. I love how each and every section I'm feeling that. This time in the bridge, it's more apparent with the pulsating heart, the kind of beating of the heart, you know what I'm saying? And I think we heard it a bit earlier too in the song, but it's way more evident in the bridge here. So it's sort of like opening to another dark dimension or something with this member in the hallway. Or something, yeah. This member, though, her vocals stand out to me as well. Her voice just... Woo! Ooh, here, woo! See, despite all this warping and the noisiness that's going on, get that ooh, that high note, and then not just there. Hands down my favorite note there. That was hit. And I'm sure the horns was like a necessity in the song. Dun, dun, dun. And from now on, and I think the warping of the bass, the synths for sure in this one. Maybe I want to go back here and look at. Yeah, I think I've seen these names actually, but y'all can let me know if they've been consistent with the same production team throughout their releases ever since debut and all. And I'm sure maybe possibly because in this kind of modern day, when it comes to new groups, whether it's a boy group or girl group, they do have members taking part in their songs and stuff like that. But I gotta give it to their label and all. Gotta give it to Pixy. And gotta give it to the production team that they worked with and the director of this MV, all of them. Wow. Yes, I've been waiting. This has just always been a part of me, guys. I always wanted to wait and wait for something that's just gonna blow me away, and this was the case when it came down to Pixie's Addicted. I by no means I'm like I don't know. I always give a certain amount of time when it comes to these new groups, and I'm like, I'm gonna always keep an open mind, always keep an open ears, and I'm so glad that I did when it came down to Pixie's Addicted, everyone. Let me know your thoughts though in the comment section down below, because this was very intriguing, but I do love how addictive the rap is, the combination of hip-hop trap elements in this with a mix of I would have to say some orchestral instruments like the strings going on, the piano that was a nice added touch in the song as well. The horns that were going on there. Oh, it shows the members' names here because I was trying to look at the description here. I noticed the description of Addicted. Yes, so yeah, they came through with hip hop, specifically trap, and the main song is strongly showcase the last. Oh, so is this? Yeah, this is the last chapter then, huh? Reminded me of the energy of their debut song Wings. Yep, it got me a little bit reminiscent on Wings, but more so per se the evolution of Pixie's signature sound, I've got to admit. Like the message, the addictive rap and overall concept supported by the heartbeat-like track. Exactly, the pulsating, I wouldn't say particularly rhythm, but the pulsating instrumental that is very haunting, almost horrific. It works. It does increase the tension. Perfect Teamwork has completed this advanced performance and will become symbolic to Pixie. I'm sure this is very symbolic in terms of some lore and story that's going on here. Okay, so it's like Daya, Lola in the first verse, and then verse 2 was Setbyol. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm looking at that they attached the members to the lyrics here. Gotta give it to their label for doing this, because it's a more easier way to figure out who is who in every one, and I think that's really easy, especially with this comeback, because their visuals are very distinct from one another, yet very beautiful in their own ways. But wow, I can't believe this is still this early into their careers, and I can't even imagine what is next for Pixie themselves. I'm sure something good by them in the future, even better. I think they're continue to show improve, and I like how they're doing that. I really do. The quality is still building up, and soon enough, I'm sure, if that moment ever happens, similarly to a recent girl group that I checked out, like Hot Issue and their latest song, if they came through with a memorable sung kind of melodies that is not too pushed by the instrumental, or a killer type of hooks, or even somehow going beyond the quality of the bridge in Addicted here, they're gonna come out with some a masterpiece, like a 10 out of 10, a 9 out of 10 type of song, I've got to admit. So yeah, bridge, verse 1, verse 2, the rap in this, how they performed, in this music video and the song, the choreo tied along to it, and the concept. I think that's what does it for me here, everyone, in terms of those parts and everything. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. Be sure to like, share, maybe subscribe, as it helps out the channel so much. Shout outs to y'all for recommending me this. I know quite a bit of y'all have been waiting for this review / reaction to Pixy's Addicted. Yeah, this is like a really solid range between an 8.5 to 9 for me, and I think that's just due to the added fact that Pixy has come out with a song that is more digestible in terms of my taste, but from a not a subjective but an objective standpoint, they have been continuing to improve with their unique style and signature concept that they've been sticking with in the future. And I can't even imagine, like, what if they even messed with full-on rock, not necessarily metal, but full-on like amount of rock, maybe a mix of rock and EDM genres in a title track. Let me know if they did in a B-side already, then, but I think I'll be more than happy to check out the album or the B-sides tied along to Addicted. But yeah, as I also say throughout my videos, be sure to have a great day, have a good night, have a good afternoon, wherever you are. This has been Garrison, though, and peace.